What happens if you don't use your smartphone for 1 year? Imagine this: you wake up one morning, reach for your smartphone, and then stop. What if you didn't touch it? Not for a day, not for a week, but for an entire year. No scrolling, no notifications, no apps. Just you, living life without that glowing screen. Sounds impossible, right? Or maybe it sounds like freedom. What would happen to your mind, your body, your relationships, and your daily life if you ditched your smartphone for 365 days? Let's dive into this experiment and uncover the surprising changes you might experience, backed by science and real research. First, let's set the stage. Smartphones are everywhere. According to a 2025 study, the average person spends 4 hours and 37 minutes on their phone daily. That's about 70 days a year staring at a screen. Another study found that people check their phones 58 times a day, with half of those checks happening during work hours. That's a lot of distractions. But what happens when you break free from this habit? Let's start with your brain. We sincerely request you to subscribe to our channel to support us. Now let's move on to carefully delve deep into the topic and learn more about it. Without a smartphone, your attention span could get a major boost. Research shows that constant phone use, especially notifications, disrupts focus and increases impulsivity. A 2015 study found that cell phone notifications alone can impair performance on attention-demanding tasks. When you remove the phone, your brain isn't pinged every few minutes. You might notice you can focus longer on tasks, like reading a book or having a conversation. A 2020 study showed that students without their phones in class had higher accuracy on memory tasks compared to those with phones nearby. Imagine a year of this. Your mind could feel sharper, clearer, and less scattered. But it's not just about focus. Your mental health might thank you too. Problematic smartphone use, PSU, is linked to anxiety, depression, and stress. A 2024 study from King's College London found that 16 to 18-year-olds with PSU were twice as likely to experience anxiety, and nearly 3 times as likely to have depression. Another study of 1,557 internet users in Germany showed that heavy phone use increases stress and indirectly boosts depression and anxiety. Without your phone for a year, you might feel calmer. You're not comparing yourself to others on social media or feeling the pressure to respond instantly. You could rediscover moments of peace, like enjoying a quiet walk without checking notifications. Now, let's talk about sleep. Smartphones mess with your rest. The blue light from screens suppresses melatonin, the hormone that helps you sleep. A 2019 study found that mobile phone use at night is common among teens, leading to poor sleep quality and health issues. Another study of 576 university students showed that sleep quality worsens as phone addiction increases. If you ditch your phone, especially before bed, you might fall asleep faster and wake up feeling refreshed. Over a year, this could mean better energy, mood, and even immunity. Imagine waking up every day without that groggy, screen-induced fog. Your physical health could also improve. Smartphones cause more than just eye strain. 54.7% of users report this. Heavy phone use is linked to wrist and hand pain, with one study finding that 25% of users experience discomfort from gripping their devices. Then there's text neck, the neck pain from looking down at your phone for hours. Without a smartphone, you might stand taller, move more, and feel less stiff. Plus, you're less likely to be distracted while walking or driving. A 2010 study reported that 1.1 million car crashes were caused by cell phone use, with 160,000 tied to texting. A phone-free year could literally save your life. What about your relationships? Smartphones can pull you away from the people right in front of you. A 2025 survey found that 1 in 10 people check their phones during intimate moments with their partners, and 54% would rather spend time on their phone than with their loved one. Without a phone, you might notice deeper conversations with friends and family. You're not half listening while scrolling. A 2022 study showed that students who kept their phones away during class felt more mindful and less anxious. Over a year, you could rebuild stronger, more meaningful connections. Picture family dinners where everyone is fully present, laughing and sharing stories. But let's be real, going phone-free isn't all sunshine and rainbows. At first, you might feel anxious or disconnected. A condition called nomophobia, fear of being without mobile connectivity, affects 70% of people when their battery drops below 20%. A 2015 study found that iPhone users unable to answer their ringing phones experienced increased heart rate, blood pressure, and anxiety. The first few weeks without your phone could feel like withdrawal. You might worry about missing important updates or being out of touch. But here's the good news: studies suggest these feelings fade. A 2024 study noted that teens who tried strategies like putting their phone on Do Not Disturb or leaving it in another room felt better over time. By the end of the year, you might feel liberated, not lost. Your productivity could skyrocket too. Smartphones are time thieves. On average, people spend 5 years and 4 months of their lives on social media alone. A 2021 study found that excessive phone use hurts academic performance, with students who use phones less scoring higher on tests. Without a phone, you might finish projects faster, pick up new hobbies, or finally tackle that book you've been meaning to read. Imagine having 4 extra hours a day. That's 1,460 hours in a year. You could learn a language, start a business, or just enjoy more time with loved ones. There's a surprising twist, though. Not all smartphone use is bad, and giving it up completely might have downsides. A 2025 study from the University of South Florida found that kids with smartphones were less likely to report depression and anxiety compared to those without. Why? Phones can connect you to friends and resources. If you go phone-free, you'll need to find other ways to stay in touch, like meeting in person or using a landline. The key is balance. The study also warned that social media posting and cyberbullying can harm mental health, so avoiding those aspects might be the real win. Let's talk about your social life. Without a smartphone, you might feel left out at first. Friends might text about plans, and you're not in the group chat. But this could push you to be more intentional. You might call people, write letters, or show up in person. A 2020 study found that in-person interactions build stronger relationships than digital ones. Over a year, you could create a tighter circle of friends who value real connection. Plus, you're less likely to fall into the trap of social comparison, which fuels low self-esteem, according to a 2021 study. What about practical challenges? Smartphones are tools for navigation, payments, and work. Without one, you might need a map, cash, or a laptop. But people lived without smartphones before, and you can adapt. A 2023 study found that students who declared their study desks phone-free zones were more focused and productive. You might rediscover old-school solutions, like planners or alarm clocks, and feel a sense of control. By the end of the year, you could be a master of living simply. As the year wraps up, you might notice something deeper. You're more present. You're not chasing likes or dodging notifications. A 2019 study found that 1 in 4 young people show signs of problematic smartphone use, acting like a behavioral addiction. Breaking free could make you feel like you've reclaimed your life. You might spend more time in nature, pursue passions, or just enjoy silence. Research shows that mindfulness improves when phones are out of sight. You could end the year feeling grounded and alive in a way you forgot was possible. So, what happens if you don't use your smartphone for a year? Your brain sharpens, your stress drops, and your sleep improves. Your body feels better, and your relationships deepen. Yes, there are challenges, like missing quick texts or feeling out of the loop, but the benefits outweigh them. Studies prove it. Less phone time means better mental health, focus, and productivity. You don't have to quit forever, but a year without a smartphone could reset your life. Are you curious enough to try? What's stopping you from finding out? If you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel to support us. Thank you for watching,